Stand by, 1200 meters. Yeah, they come from the 1200 meter marker, but Tool just gets a bit of encouragement early on to try and stay in touch. Is about 4 lengths off them to the rail. Pink silks of ALPEONIE's right there. Roy's Folly, the orange cap on the left-hand side. Solswegians in the blue on the right. Apostle advancing. Summer of Loves between them. Jade Green's widest of all on the right-hand side. White Big Sheepskin Noseband. Then we find Playful Time. Grand Fantasy accessorizes off the bridle, 7-8 lengths off them. The Arabian looking for some luck in the running, third to last. Wanton Child and Western Soldier, they are the last two. 600 meters left to go. Solswegian by a length and a half. ALPEONIE's right there in the box seat, second, the Pink Silks. Apostle advancing's got 2 lengths to make up. Red Blinkers to the stand side. Jade Green. Roy's Folly, Batul to the inside. ALPEONIE asked for maximum at the 300 meter marker, comes under pressure. Roy's Folly runs on. Apostle advancing's running a big race. Batul tries to get into it, but Apostle advancing hit the front past the 150. ALPEONIE, Playful Time tries to fight on. Roy's Folly's getting into it late. ALPEONIE fights right back. ALPEONIE and Roy's Folly. Here comes the line. I believe ALPEONIE pulled it out the fire. Roy's Folly, but Tool got going late on as they came down to the winning post. And it's going to come down to Anton Marcus and ALPEONIE driving home. Looked a beaten horse coming to the last 200, but comes right back for more. So the last 100 meters, Anton Marcus changes the saber. ALPEONIE, they passed her coming to the 300, but this big, strong individual fights right back to win it. Number 7, ALPEONIE. 3's Roy's Folly stays on second, but Tool. Then came Jade Green. Apostle advancing, moved up very dangerously, a likely win inside the 300, just faded that last 50 meters. Then came Accessorize, Playful Time, Grand Fantasy, Wanton Child. The Arabian further back with Solswegian. 300 to go. ALPEONIE came under a hard ride at the 300. Just seems to be going up and down. Apostle advancing went about 3 parts of a length clear. Roy's Folly. But you'll see Anton Marcus. He changes the whip inside the 100 meter marker. And ALPEONIE's now going to start to re-rally. Coming to the last bit. There you see he gets the whip from the right to the left. And that just seems to do the trick with ALPEONIE. There you can see now changing that stick. And lovely footage there, jockey Anton Marcus, poetry in motion from the stick from the right to the left hand, and she was just looking to lug out perhaps for a stride or two. He gives her 2 or 3 backhanders, driving for the post. Number 7, ALPEONIE, and I can tell you the connections, the Sucrages are going to be absolutely over the moon. They'll need 2 lead-in ropes to lead this one in. There'll probably be 15 of them on course to lead in number 7, ALPEONIE.
Nice result here for Greg and Karen Anthony with the daughter of Captain L after a promising introduction to racing at Scottsville back in January. And she's come to win a good race here. Nicely drawn at 2. And what a ride, it has to be said, by Anton Marcus. Going into the final furlong or so, you would have thought, that's it if you had your money on ALPEONIE. But never say die. Anton Marcus got this one to lift and lift to get up close home. Number 7, ALPEONIE, in a popular start to the first leg of the jackpot. Now, let's have Karen, and let's get Anton. Anton has come through. Anton, just singing your praises there, because from where we were watching, you look beat.
Yeah, Deez, it's nice to be back. One stage I thought someone put a piece of pork in the winner's box. You know, they just haven't been going for me, you know. Sure. Albeit the majority have been false favourites. But yeah, it's just delighted to get her past the post with her nose in front. She was she was past at the top of the straight. Filly on her inside moved up. I thought she had my measure, but within saying this, filly is looking for a mile.
I'm glad that you touched on your rides, because you know I had a look at it and I discussed it with Paul. I said this looked to be your standout on form. When you pull out the form, you have a look at the horses that ran behind her. They're all coming out to win. This looked to be one of your plum rides.
I thought she was my plum ride on the day, definitely.
Talking about the rest of your rides, you said things are not going according to plan, but you've got one in the number 1 box now. Later on?
Yes, well, you know, thankfully Charles put me on Pioneer Spirit.
Sure.
You know, we haven't had him for long, and obviously the polytrack's a new surface for him as well. But you've got to respect him. I haven't done a lot of work with him at home. The work that I've done, you know, I'm satisfied. But you've got to respect Wires horses. The way at the moment it's like the mowing juggernaut, you know, on the poly. And you've got to have a bit of respect for GoldCircleRacing as well.
Your horse, but it looks like the right type of race, conditions-wise.
You know, that's if the handicapper's got it right. You know, I mean, I'm of the opinion that he's got all of the 3-year-olds are too high. You know, so whether that's the actual rating or not, I guess only time will tell. But if you look at the form lines behind Africa Burn, where they probably earned their ratings, I think that I believe the handicapper's got it all wrong.
And then at the back, it looks a competitive race to end of the meeting, but you're on a fancied horse there, Colchis.
Yes, Fricky put me on him. I think he's just a horse, no great shakes, but competitive.
Well, on behalf of the public that took a chance and banked you today, great ride.
Thank you, Dees.
Well done, jockey Anton Marcus. Let's get Karen in, and she's done a wonderful job with the horse, and her string's looking good as well. Karen Anthony, the winning trainer. Things are looking really good, Karen. I like the way your horses are performing.
Yes, we got this filly at the CTS sale in Cape Town. We gave her lots of time. She's a big, huge filly. And we had a little setback with her when we presented her to run at Scottsville. She came up in the pens, showed that she was by Captain L, and she was a little nervous. Anton got hurt. We bided our time, and I must say thanks to Greg here. He helped me a lot. We worked with her before we presented her back to the starting stalls. So today I was like really closing my eyes when she was in the stalls, but I knew that she'd come through with it. And thank you to Anton for the great jockeyship. Over the last 200, he really helped her along because she is going to go further.
Well, he needed the horse, and you had a spot on, so well done to the team as well. Later on, anything else?
We've got Summer 69 later. We're hoping for a good run from her. And also thank you to the Sukraj family once again. They're great supporters of racing in Natal. And they spread their wings and they give a lot of support all round. So
give our best to Greg as well, Karen.
I will, thank you.
Lovely. Greg and Karen Anthony. Come to Santos, let's have a chat. At the 200, I saw you take that ticket and you were about to throw it into the bin.
100%. I reckon horse is out the back door. But once you got Superman in the horse, he's a miracle man. He actually ride for us. He's a genuine guy, you know. So we have trust and faith. And he liked the horse. He liked the horse to give 1,400. But he rode for us, you know.
It's nice that, this filly has come back nicely because, Karen touched on it last time out, gave a few problems at the start, etc. But she seems to be back on track now.
Well, this is a decent filly. I'm sure we should go some places, but it's a nice horse.
And upstairs in the bookmaker's room, it's Pepe Batal.
Yeah, Pepe, big time, boss. We're going to cash up now.
Horses are running well, Santosh?
Very well. Thanks again, Karen. Doing a good job. And other trainers are contributing in. We're having good fun.
And the young man who always loves the racing along with the rest of the family. Avi, well done.
Thanks a lot, Ragadish. Mr. and Mrs. Anthony gave us the confidence, and Anton, what a great ride for him.
Well done, guys. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Well done to the guys here. Number 7, ALPEONIE for the Sukrajas. 7, 3, 8, and 2. 7, 3, 8, and 2. That is the final result. Race number 4 and all the exotics in play. You still can get involved in all to come bets, of course, pick threes and doubles from races 5 through to race number 8. And my good mate Anthony is here on course, full smiles. He's obviously in the number 1 box as well with his bet on ALPEONIE.